Am I the asshole for not approving of my son's engagement? My son, 19M, and his girlfriend, 19F, have recently moved out of my place. Originally, they were renting out the second bedroom I had, but there was problems that started rising and they ended up moving out. A few weeks ago, the two of them took a vacation to Puerto Rico where my son ended up proposing to her. I heard nothing about it. Nobody told me about it. I had to hear it from my daughter. I went to go see my son and talk about his decision. I was upset that I didn't hear it from him and had to find out last. I'm his mother. I feel like I at least have the right to be in the know of what's going on with him, especially something as big as engagement. Two, they aren't old enough. They are literally 19 years old. They have their whole entire life ahead of them in order to be jumping into something binding as a marriage that's going to tie them together legally. I know that this is mainly her idea. The way this woman grew up, everyone around her married at 16 and 19, the oldest that I've been told. And every day I see my son turning more and more into her. Not to mention that the relationship itself is childish. They still play fight and tickle each other like high schoolers do in relationships. They are moving too fast, and I told him this, and he got upset with me, asking why I'm causing problems and can't just be happy and supportive like his father. Of course his father would approve of something like this. The man has been making rushed and impulsive decisions like this his whole life. My son is a good man, very responsible and independent. He has always been quiet and to himself. His girlfriend is not the type of girl I ever thought I would see him getting with. For one, she comes from a very different background. She was raised extremely religious and has many views that are now generally known as outdated, one of those things being marriage. My son met this girl when he was in high school at 16, and despite this girl's parents and family being extremely religious, she and him both slept together. Her father found out and demanded my son marry her because he had ruined her reputation. That or leave her and never speak to her again. At the time, I was out of the country and unaware until everything happened, and I was angry at my son for keeping this a secret, for putting himself in this situation, as well as the girl. Why drag someone who is not a part of your culture or religion into something like this? My son told me that she had warned him that it would happen, but I just don't think she put enough effort into really explaining how things would go. Anyways, the girl got sent to her home country for a year and the two did long distance. When she came back, she ended up moving in with us. It was my idea. I felt bad for her and tried to give her a chance on living a normal life. However, I regret this decision because she has changed my son a lot. I can't accept a decision I know will end up in failure.